We were just talking about
news radio,
which I have never heard of.
It's a show from the mid-'90s.
Phil Hartman.
It's set in like a NPR-esque or like an AM radio station.
Yeah.
And it stars Phil Hartman.
It was the first thing Andy Dick was in.
And he was good in it. He was wily and crazy. Maura Tierney, who went on to ER fame. Ooh. Candy Alexander, who went on to CSI fame.
Sounds like a porn star name.
Candy Alexander.
Hi. Hey.
I'm Candy Alexander.
And I'm her drunk sister, Brandy Alexander.
Vicki Lewis had looked like Kathy Griffin, and at that time they were both on NBC sitcoms. And you were confused at who's who. Yeah.
Kathy Griffin still kind of jokes about that. She's like, yeah, whatever. I told him I was Vicki Lewis.
They look like...
Oh, let's pause for a second.
Yes.
You're listening to the PNSexplosion.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Noah.
I'm Rob.
PNSexplosion is a gay podcast coming out of Chicago, Illinois.
And is brought to you tonight, in part, by...
Purina. When your dog says he wants something good, give him Purina.
Who? Purina. There's a tilde over that now.
Purina.
Purina.
And an umlaut over the U.
Chloe Purina.
They changed that.
It works. Purina works on it fine on its own, but they wanted to make it seem like all the outsourcing that's happening in the United States, they wanted to join that. Things they made their name P-U with an umlaut, R-I-N with an tilde, A. Purina.
Waltzing a tilde.
Excuse me?
What?
The A is a schwa.
Purina.
There's an upside down E.
Purina. So, PNSexplosion, we're just talking about nothing. We're gays talking about what you want to talk about, and that's nothing.
Right. You could call in and tell us what you want us to talk about.
Because we're going to do a little bit of those things, too.
And the chances of us doing that.
I'll get those queued up.
I wanted to say that we didn't say this. We talked about it in between the shows, but Eddie from Tucson sent us pics of his dog's anal glands.
I want to see the actual picture of his dog because it sounds adorable. Pug Chihuahua mix.
That is
Hello.
Because he'd listened to our show about Noah's dog Beaver, who had to get his anal glands expressed because he was doing the good old-fashioned dog scooting.
Beaver's sitting on Uncle Rob right now.
I'm the dog.
So Eddie sent us these pictures, and they were
doing the boot.
They were grody.
Yeah,
it was one of the nastiest things I've ever seen.
Because Beaver's. There's nothing visibly off about his butt. He was just scooting.
Yeah.
Whereas...
And you were proactive.
Yeah.
Eddie, we didn't let it get to the point that it was like a water balloon hanging out of our asshole.
It did. It looked like the thing is that his...
Or like a peeled plum.
He was going to take his dog in like Noah to get it expressed. It did look like a peeled plum.
It's eyeball.
But his dog's gland expressed itself in their bed that night.
Which smells
like shalalala.
Like fishy poop.
Like tidalala.
Fishy poop.
Today's PNSexplosion is brought to you by Fishy Poops.
When your kids are hungry and it's in betwixt lunch and dinner,
bring them down to Fishy Poops, family restaurant where kids eat for free.
Try our new fried fishy poops.
Welcome to fried fishy poops.
I'd like the fishy poop platter and
anything else?
18 ranches.
Perfect drive-through window. 18 ranches. Robert Bohm, by the way, or Biome, wants to know how we do the Flash SWF in our title. Do you know? I know Scott did it, but I said I'd ask on air.
You have to have some like a server to upload the file to. As far if he's like asking how to do Flash, wrong. I don't know.
Wrong.
We're
answer.
Lucky every day or every week when we gather to do this. It is
duct tape production.
It's like New Orleans up until the dam broke. Like we are.
I drove the Chevy to the levee
until the levee was dry.
And the levee was Angelina Jolie.
But I said at least say his name. I don't know. I don't know how we do the Flash.
So, well, if you have a Flash file, you just have to have something to host the said file, and then you can...
I gotta smack your face.
You could write Scott Galetto at gmail.com and ask him.
Shitballs.
So, no, I don't have an answer, really.
Tell him we sent you.
Where do babies come from?
He writes that question.
Food babies.
I'm all of a sudden feeling gassy. That's why I made that gas sound.
To mask.
Oh, sorry.
Sonny, you son of a bitch.
I love you. We talked about in great detail in the last show, titled Countdown to New Year's Finger Blast.
But you have to wait for it to see why that title's there.
It's a long one. But we joked about Cher's eulogy of her ex-husband, Sonny. She's pissed at him.
There used to be a column in the Reader's Digest called the most amazing person, remarkable fellow I ever met. That made me think of you, Sonny.
Really? She couldn't go to anything higher brow than Reader's Digest?
No. She's lucky. I love that. I love the image of her stripping down like the LED tit clamps and Chazzy, 4 wigs or 1?
Mommy, no wigs.
What about my merkin wig?
Yes.
Which one, honey?
Oh.
This long blonde one or the afro?
The one that matches your actual hair.
The
Bald one.
downtown hair?
Midtown.
Midtown Express hair.
Mommy, take it to Midtown.
I'll just wear this one, honey. This asymmetrical
Bob.
bob for my cuz.
Mommy, no
I
one's
call
gonna
this one Kate and Ellie.
Mommy, no one's gonna see your asymmetrical bob hair.
Oh, yes, I will.
Oh, Mommy.
What?
You talk in that voice and it scares me.
Oh.
Can you cut the crust off my bread?
Oh, honey.
I'm 47.
I gotta get this Scarecrow and Mrs. King playset.
Oh, I'm eating off a commemorative plate. It's got Bruce Boxleitner and Kate Jackson on it. It's my own.
Eating off of a
Scarecrow
Scarecrow and
Why
Mrs. King.
Eating off a commemorative plate in
With
general.
Bruce Boxleitner and Kate Jackson.
What is
on
it? Can I see
I'll
that,
make your
honey?
box lightener.
I'll show you. It also has their mom, Beverly Garland, on it.
I want to
too.
see it real close. Let my mommy see it.
I'm bringing it to you, Mommy. Take a
This
look.
is really, you really love this plate, don't
I
you?
do, Mommy.
It's one of your favorite things, isn't it?
Yes, Mommy.
You're a bad girl.
Mommy!
You're a bad girl.
Mommy! Oh.
Oh, Mommy, turkey's done.
Oh,
yay.
So,
Your eye turkey's done.
so if you have some questions or comments for PNS Explosion
Anal gland.
or anal gland questions about your dogs or humans,
Yeah.
206-888.
Who was that guy who sent the thing?
Oh, Eddie
Eddie
from Tucson.
from
Eddie, do
Tucson.
send a picture of your dog, though.
Face front.
A regular
like,
one.
not an anus
Not
one.
one
I bet
with
it's
the, with the peeled
so
plum
cute.
hanging out.
Peeled Eve Plum.
Ooh.
It's not fair.
Marsha.
Here we go. Oh, go
Every
ahead.
time I want to show you my anal glands, you won't look, Father.
That's good. Yeah, that quiver.
that
of her
one, that
voice
one's in
now.
my. That's been in my back pocket for a while. My
good.
Eve Plum.
There.
Hey, PNS. My name is Joshua, and I'm from Chicago, and I have a couple things for you.
Oh, man, he's from Chicago.
How big's
Anyway.
your cock?
One, I saw Rob on the Brown Line the other day.
Oh, that's
He did.
And I was kind of starstruck, and I accidentally.
Oh,
called
it's
him
the guy I
Noah,
talked about in the last show.
Oh, really?
That's on the
From
gym.
your gym?
Yeah.
I thought I was Noah.
And I recognized his voice right away. So
It's cute.
I just walked up to him and
He lives
started
in my
saying
neighborhood.
hi and talking, and it was great to see him on the train. So that was cool.
Trains are good.
And then I actually saw Patrick at my gym the other day too.
There you go.
God, small world.
Small
Have we
wonders.
played this one before?
No,
No.
this is new.
Oops, sorry. My fault.
And I also had
Sorry.
a picture. I passed this shop right near Export. It's photography by Cher. She
What?
doesn't spell her name the same, but I thought of you guys right away
Who?
after seeing that. And finally, here's a
Let's
question.
get one thing straight, young man. There's only one shear, all right?
Can you play Cher in the photography studio, getting a subject ready for the shot?
Okay. Sit down right next to these pile of plates right here.
Oh, thank you. This is for my daughter's first communion shot.
Oh, it's a really lovely plate. You really love this plate, don't you?
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Oh, click. Oh! No, that's real. I got a real expression out of you. She's like Annie Leibovitz.
Photography by Cher. It's
Which?
all wrought iron background.